Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. First time we get to see this Baltimore offense here, and feast your eyes on the Madden cover man, Lamar Jackson, taking the field, ready to lead them at quarterback.
And to me, he's one of the two most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. There's some space here. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. After the running play, we got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. And Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And we get a peek at LSU's Joe Burrow, the number 1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, of course, as he gets the Bengals ready for their first drive.
I mean, talk about the traits that make Joe Burrow successful. You got to start with his head. This guy thinks the game, sees the game, loves the game. Then you go to the arm. He can make every throw. And then within a play, second and third reaction plays that are big ones downfield. That was why he won the Heisman Trophy, and that was why I voted for him, in addition to him winning a national championship.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. That goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a loose left. They'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The numbers from Nixon last week. 17 carries, 85 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now. They run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzoma. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Nixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Pernell McPhee racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Bullock's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Bengals 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, bring in, did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
Just like that, pick up a 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Baltimore, 56 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit him with the run. Load up for the run, they hit him with the pass. They got to get him sick.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And again, touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big jump now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ravens 14, Bengals 3.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he's got room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 22. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Nixon. And got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'll be giving enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
Eluding the pressure, and he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Joe Burrow, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Chris Moore returning it. A nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're in a place that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The toss right. This is Ingram. Chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Spinning away, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did a really nice job there defensively. They stormed the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that with pretty good.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. Nice move in the pocket. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice game. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Looking for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now the throw home in by Green. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow over man to Uzomah. 4 yards to gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. And 4th down on this Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. touchdown. Andrews, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Green here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down. Here's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it down this time to 17. They'll give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll throw on first down with Burrow. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Burrow going to throw again. Now Burrow loses the football. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The return man, Chris Moore. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Miles Sanders, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Dwayne Haskins, 2 touchdown passes thus far. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never think we make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would like to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Stays on his feet, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 for the 19. Ingram again. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, Brad, I think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. He's going to take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, he wasn't his fault. Listen, there's something like there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Burrow on play action. Forced out to his left. They'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got an open man, and C.J. Uzomah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Cincinnati. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ravens 35. Bengals
First and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. With the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
the 3-yard line.
Gibson trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Here's Burrow setting up the throw. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allow the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week, as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. You know how superstitious these guys can be.
There's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need something. Yeah, right. It's working.
Good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. If they have to use timeouts, what are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He gets it to Brown. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Incomplete to Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Holding complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on the punt for Cincinnati. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Cook who sends it away. Taking about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tavon Young. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he ran blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Edwards. And some nifty footwork that time. It only amounts to a couple of yards, but could have been stopped before that. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball a lot.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Bengals 19.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you go in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for 5.
Some people like to do that. I'm military for a guy who once threw down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Burrow on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the man's Ross complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Today's a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get